Hi Sagittarius, here is your reading for February, general reading. I just want to say a big apology for the fact that these readings for February are late. But I had a few things going on and it resulted in me not being focused enough to be able to do the readings. And I won't do any readings just for the sake of getting them uploaded on time, okay? I have to feel focused enough to be able to get the correct messages across to you. Like I said, it is a general reading, okay? If it does not resonate, please check your moon and rising sign. Or it may just be the case that this month I'm not the reader that has the specific message for you, okay? Now, I've done the 10 card Celtic cross spread. The cards are already laid out, so we're going to get straight into the reading. Now, the first card we have here, we have the World card, but it is reversed. Now, the World card is the last major arcana. It talks about one whole chapter of your life coming to an end and a brand new one beginning. It's that kind of one door closing so a new door can now open. But when it's reversed, it can talk about the fact that you may be desiring this new change or this new chapter, but there may very well be some delays with it. Now, the delays can be because there may be a lack of closure from something that you are wanting to close the door on. It may just be that you are kind of halfway to reaching this completion, and then something happens which creates you losing your focus. It can talk as well of obstacles, but overall I'm picking up that there are some delays. There is a door that you're wanting to close, a chapter that you're wanting to finally come to the end to, but for some reason there is a delay with this. Now, in your challenging position, we have here the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles is earth energy, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And again, the Two of Pentacles, it can talk about obstacles. It talks about the need to juggle. Now, there's obviously some challenges going on that are preventing this chapter, whatever it is to you, coming to an end. It could be in regards to finances, because the Pentacles can talk of finances. So it may be that there are some financial issues that are resulting in there being a blockage in you starting this new chapter. It may be that you're wanting to start a whole brand new business or creative project or venture, and you may very well not have enough finances to be able to start that at the moment. It can as well talk about, there could be some relationship issues going on or something in regards to that. You may be unsure about the person you're in a relationship with. And it may be that you want to close the door on this relationship, but again, you're unsure. You're not sure whether that is actually what you want or not, like a lack of closure. Whatever this is talking about for you, there is a chapter of your life that needs to come to an end in order for a new chapter to start. But there are some obstacles at the moment, And it's requiring you to juggle things, be it finances, be it your feelings, whatever it is. Now down here in the foundation section, the underlining feelings, we have the Knight of Wands. Now the Wands is your own energy, okay? The Wands are for Sagittarius as well as Aries and Leo. The Knight of Wands, it can talk about the fact that you may be feeling very impulsive. You may be feeling very restless and impatient. And that could be linked because there's a need to speed things up when the Knight of Wands is reversed. And this could be the fact that you are trying to speed up this new chapter, whatever that is for you in your life. But sometimes the Knight of Wands reverse can talk about that you may not be thinking things through properly. And you may not be looking at the bigger picture here. In some respects, it can talk about lacking foresight. You are trying most definitely to reach this completion that the World card is talking about. But there are some obstacles, and those obstacles are going to be different for all of you. And it's creating this restless, impatient energy within you. Now, in your near past position, we have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Swords is air energy. Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And the Swords are all to do with our thoughts and our thinking and our communication. With the Eight of Swords, it can talk about something that may be holding you back. All of the swords around this lady are representing her thoughts. She is blindfolded and bound up, but loosely so. She could quite easily take all of this off. But she's choosing to keep herself in this position. She's choosing not to see something, deal with something, or face up to something. And it's quite possible that whatever this is what may very well be creating this obstacle here. There is something in the near past. It could be from January, it could have been the end of 2016. But there's something that you're not choosing to deal with or face up to or see. And again, it's going to be different for all of you, okay? Now, up here in the position of what you're working towards, we have the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Pentacles is, like I said, is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And it often talks of our finances, our material world, our home, our work. The Four of Pentacles, it can often talk about the safe approach. And it may very well be that that's what you're working towards. You're working towards what is the safest approach or the safest thing for you. It can also talk about achieving your goals in regards to your career and also in regards to your finances. So it may very well be that this chapter may be to do with your finances and your career, this new chapter. And you may be feeling very impatient, very restless, because you are trying to achieve your goals. Or you are trying to, gain more money, more wealth. It can also talk about trying to regain control. And if there's something that you are not wanting to deal with, something that you're not wanting to face up to with the Eight of Swords, it may require you to gain some control on your thoughts in order for you to deal with this situation. Because the Four of Pentacles as well, it can talk not just about finances and that, but it can talk about trying to hold on to onto your emotions. There can be some sentimentality attached to this card. It can talk as well about being tied to possessions. I just feel it's more talking about you trying to achieve a particular goal. And we see you with this Knight of Wands energy, the typical fire energy of trying to speed the process up. But like I said, there may very well be some obstacles here. And the obstacles may very well be because you're not choosing to see something for the way it really is, or you're not choosing to deal with something or let go of something in order for this new chapter to fully begin. In your near future position, we have here the Empress. She is a major arcana, and the Empress, it talks about harmony, it talks about fertility, and it talks about love. It can talk about the birth of something new. Now, it can sometimes talk about literally becoming pregnant. And if you are a female and you're not wanting that to happen, then obviously you need to prevent that. But it can also talk about the birth of something new. Some new relationship, some new creative venture. To me, again, it's all linked in with this new chapter. It can talk about material and domestic comfort, feeling secure and protected. It can signify that if there have been issues in regards to finances, or if there have been issues in regards to emotional aspects of your life, that you may very well start to see an improvement in those things. But in order for those things to improve, it may very well require you to take the blindfold off and to face up to whatever it is that you're dealing with. Now, down here in your advice position, we have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is the card for Aries, but also Aries is a fire sign like yourself. And the Emperor is somebody who is a ruler, somebody who takes charge, somebody that has great strength and willpower, and somebody that goes after what they want, somebody that knows what they want, and somebody who takes action. And I think this card has shown up in your advice position more to get you to take on the energy of the Emperor, to become that ruler. The Emperor, he is the leader, he is the boss, and he knows exactly what he wants, and he knows how he's going to achieve it. And to me, this is very much talking about the need for you to take on this energy. Stop being afraid. Stop holding yourself back. Stop preventing, because it may very well be that it's your own thoughts that are preventing this new chapter from beginning. And the advice here is to take on all the characteristics I've just spoken about with the Emperor. In your environment, we have the Strength card. It is another major arcana, okay? And the Strength card, it talks about, it doesn't necessarily talk about physical strength. It can talk more about your inner strength. And it can talk about an inner conflict here. Wrestling with a decision. And it may require a more gentler approach in order to find resolution. It talks about the need for calm control, because that will bring a more steady progress. There may be somebody in your environment that is testing you in some way, or is being an irritant in some way. And it may take all your strength to be able to deal with that person. But this can also be talking about a situation whereby it may take all your inner strength to be able to deal with what it is that you may be juggling or being afraid of, in order to close the door and start the new chapter. It may require all of your inner strength now to be able to deal with this. Now, here we have another major arcana, and I'm just looking. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got, out of the 10 cards, you've got 5 major arcanas. So important messages here, and I think some major things going on for you through this month of February. The Star card, it talks about new life, imagination, happiness, a new start, new energy, new opportunities. Is fallen within your hopes and fears position. So this is obviously what you are hoping for. It can also indicate whereby you start to feel more energized physically and emotionally. in order to be able to make your dreams a reality. And it may very well be that you obviously are hoping to feel more energized physically and emotionally. To be able to get whatever this is off the ground. And the fact that we see you here having to use all your inner strength to deal with someone or something, we see you remaining hopeful that everything is going to work out in the way that you want it to. But the star is a very positive card. Now, for your outcome, we have the Knight of Swords. Now, as I said, the swords is air energy, and it's to do with our thoughts and our thinking and communication, okay? Now, the Knight of Swords, it can talk about challenges on the horizon. If you look at this man, it's like he's charging off into battle. But we're not talking physical battle. It's more to do with communication. So there may very well be some challenges on the horizon in terms of the way you are communicating with somebody else, or how they may be communicating with you. But the thing is, these challenges and battles are unavoidable if you want to continue to progress and you want continued progression. You may very well have to go through some battles. You may very well have to fight your corner in some degree. I'm going to pull a clarifying card on this Knight of Swords. Right, here we have the Ten of Swords. Now, the 10 is always about the ending to something, okay? But we see here with the Ten of Swords, it's whereby you may very well feel that somebody has stabbed you in the back, or that feeling of being let down. Now, but it talks about, when it's reversed, it talks about the fact that the worst is over, that now solutions are starting to be found, about not dwelling. Now, this is obviously in connection with this Knight of Swords energy, with some confrontation that is on the horizon. And it may very well leave you feeling like this. Now, I want to clarify that Ten of Swords. We've got so many swords cards here, so much thinking, so much thoughts. Now we have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, it can talk about acting hastily and not thinking things through. But it can also talk about a lack of understanding. Because the Page of Swords, when it's upright, it can be about somebody speaking their truth. But when it's reversed, it can almost be a situation whereby you may feel you're being prevented from speaking your truth. And it may be that you're feeling prevented because somebody is not allowing you to speak up. Or it could be because you don't have full understanding and clarity on something, that is preventing you from speaking up and speaking your truth. There's definitely some confrontation on the horizon here. And that may very well be why the Strength card has shown up in your environment, because it may very well take all your inner strength to be able to deal with this situation. I was going to pull another card on that Page of Swords. In fact, I'm going to pull one more. You know, and again, I'm not surprised to see this. The Two of Swords. You know, you've got the Eight of Swords on the table. You've got the Two of Swords. You've got the Page of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Knight of Swords. The Two of Swords, it talks about a decision or a choice, but one whereby it doesn't make you feel good. It's kind of like being between a rock and a hard place. It's that, as an example, it's that type of feeling whereby if you had to end a relationship, as an example now, okay, because I'm not saying that's the case here, but if you had to end a relationship because you knew the relationship was unhealthy and it was not good, but you knew that by ending the relationship, it was going to bring pain to both of you and sadness. But you know it must come to an end. The fact is, again, it's the same situation with the Eight of Swords. Both women have got the blindfold on. The woman with the Eight of Swords needs to face up to something and deal with something and see something for what it really is. The Two of Swords, it talks about the need then to make the decision. And it's a hard decision because it's a decision that, like I said, it's that being between a rock and a hard place. But the problem is, the decision has to be made. And it's a difficult decision, but by keeping the blindfold on, it's just an avoidance tactic. And you cannot avoid whatever this decision is. It's like either choice is negative. And because you know that, you don't want to have to make the choice. So you're choosing to remain in this position. The fact that she has her back turned to the water, and the water symbolizes emotions and feelings. To me, it talks about the need to take the emotional aspect out of this choice and decision and make this choice based on pure logic. It may be a choice between the lesser of the two evils, if you like. You're going to need to make a difficult decision stroke choice. And you cannot keep yourself in this position. I don't know, really, Sagittarius, something's going on here. There is some obstacles preventing this new chapter of your life beginning. That's a fact. And I do see some confrontation coming up. The thing is, this is going to be different for all of you. Whatever this, there's a door that needs to be closed in order for a new door to be open. For some of you, this is going to be work, career, finances. For some of you, this is going to be relationships. Whatever this is talking about, there is going to be a tough decision that's needed to be made. Somebody, if it's not you, then it's somebody else has got a difficult choice or decision to make. And if it's not you, then it's somebody else that is choosing not to face up to this. Is maybe choosing not to face up to this difficult choice or decision. But in order for the new door to open, the choice has to be made. So Sagittarius, that does conclude your reading for February. Once again, I am sorry for the lateness of the readings. I will be back again soon to do the love reading and also the ex-partner reading, which for the foreseeable future I have decided to continue to do. I want to say a massive thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing, and I'll be back soon. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.